So today we will be looking at a very interesting program, the flight fare prediction. It is a regression problem wherein we have to predict the price of the tickets of the flight. The program will be done in a Google Colab so that everyone can follow it. It is a very good program and you will get a lot to learn from it. So let us begin it. Here you can see the data set. We have trained data set and we have test data set. First of all, we will create a collab file, Google Collaboratory. Depending upon your internet speed, it will take some time. Let us name the file flight fare prediction. This Google file, this collab file will be available on internet. It will be available in the drive in the description. Let us put the heading flight fare prediction. It is a regression problem. The target variable we'll see. So we will begin by importing the libraries. Let us import NumPy. Import NumPy as NP, import pandas as PD, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, import seaborn as SNS. Rest of the other libraries we will be importing it as we need them. Let us proceed further. First of all, we have to read our files. Now, generally when the projects we are doing it, we get the CSV file, but in this case we are having XLS. This is an Excel file, so we have to read it accordingly. Now, before we can do it, we need to mount our Google Drive so that the files can be read. Click here and click on Mount Drive. Depending on your internet speed, it is going to take some time. Okay, the mounting of the drive has been done. We are getting this file here. So first we will read the train df_train data. This is equals to pd.read_excel. Now here we have to put the file name. So we will go into Drive. We will navigate it to the position where we have saved our file in the Google Drive. Here we have flight fare prediction and data_train. Copy path and paste it here. Simply paste it here. We see that our file has been read here. Similarly, we will do it for test set also. We will copy the path and df_test is equals to pd.readExcel and we will paste the path that we have copied. Now this path has also been read. Let us just have a look at the shape df_train.shape and df_test.shape. The test is having one less column, that is the target variable. In this case, the target variable will be the price of the tickets. Let me just change this. Okay. Now here what we have to do, we have to since we will be doing feature engineering, we will be doing changes on the features accordingly so that we are able to use it in the machine learning model. The machine learning uses only numerical values. The data set that we are getting here, it will be of different formats like date, time and categorical values, that is the words, strings format. So first, and now we want to do the changes on both the data set. So we will club them, we will concatenate them. So df equals to pd.concat. Here we have to put both the data set df_train comma df underscore test. Here our concatenation has been done. Let us check the shape now. We see that the shape has increased. Let us now move ahead. df.info. This will give us an idea about the features of what type they are. Here we see that nearly all the data, all the features are of object type. These cannot be used by the machine learning algorithm directly. Only the price is of the float type, but this is the target variable. This is the one that we have to predict. So we are not going to make any changes to price. Let us have a look at the first 5 data of the data frame. df.head. Here we will get an idea of what kind of data we are facing. So we observe that we are having airline, date of journey, source, destination, route, departure time, arrival time, etc. Let us begin. Let us see the null values. In the price sector, we are getting 2671 null values. These are the ones that belong to the test data set. See, if we look at this particular problem, interestingly, the route has one null data set and total stops has one null data sets. There is one interesting thing that we could do, that we could drop these two columns before it is merged, so that these two will not be there. Anyway, for now we will let it be. Our first job is to, let us begin now. Now, by the observation, we see that we have some categorical values, date value and time value. First of all, we will work on the date and time. Dealing with the date and time features. Here we will use the pandas library to_date_time. So let us begin. My first focus will be on the date of journey. Date of journey. The date of journey is given in, we have date, month and the year. I want to separate all these three values. This we will use toDateTime function. So I will make a new column, df of journey day, journey underscore day. This will be one of the columns. The other column that I will be making is journey date. Now let us apply the panda this library, pd.date_time, to_date_time, df of date of journey, date underscore, let us check it, let us directly paste it from here, df dot date of journey, comma, format, what format it is given. So we have %d slash %m slash %y. dot dt, and we want to extract the day, so dot day. Similarly, we will do it for date also. So here we will do pd dot to underscore date time, df dot, we'll paste this column's name, comma, again we'll put the format equals to %d slash %m slash %y dot dt dot month, and execute it. We seem to be having some error. Let us check it. Let us have a look at it. See, when we are writing program, we are bound to face errors. I will do it separately so that it is easier for me to check means where exactly the error is being faced. D first, you might want to use day first along this. Okay. Okay, it seems that the y should have been capital here. That was the mistake that I was doing. %y. Okay, both are done. Let us look at let us have a look at our data frame now. We see that here two new columns have been created. Same way, let us do it for year also. I will directly paste the code. Just a minute. Okay. So now we will have a look at the years, means how many values are there. df of journey year, directly I will copy this, paste it here, dot value underscore counts. Thus we see that there is only, here we see that only 2019, only one value is there in the whole column. So we do not need to, means basically whole data has been given for the year 2019 only. So we don't need to extract the year, we will drop this column. So let us drop these two columns now. df dot drop what we want to drop. We wish to drop two columns, journey year that we have created. Also we wish to drop date of journey, because already the data has been extracted from the date of journey, right? Okay. Here we have to specify the axis, that whether it is to column or rows, and by default the axis is 0. So since we are dropping the whole column, we have to specify it as 1, and in place equals to true. That means that you make the change on this data frame itself. Done. Now let us see what other data we are having. df dot head, see, we were having the time format only one, that was the date of journey, the date format. Now we have two time formats, which is departure time and arrival time. So let us see how we are going to deal with it. Then we have duration, but this is not in the time format. This will be dealt in a different manner. Let us look at the departure time and arrival time. So we will extract hours and minutes. Let us see df of departure hour. This we will do pd dot date underscore to underscore date time df dot, which column that we have to specify, we will directly copy it from here, df dot departure time dot dt dot hour. Now similarly we have to do it for minute also. Let us use this code itself. We will change it to minute. This will be remain same, and here dt dot minute. Okay, we will drop departure time. Since already the data has been extracted, we can drop it. So what we want to drop? We wish to drop this column. Again we have to specify that axis is equal to 1 and in place is equals to true. A slight spelling mistake, but it's taken care of. Now the same exercise has to be done for arrival time also. So let us do it. Simply we will change the code here. We will rename it as arrival hour. Here also arrival minute. Here instead of departure time, it will be arrival time. We are done with this. Again similarly we have to drop this also. We shall be doing it in the same line of code. Okay, let us check our data set now. So we observe here that the date of journey is gone, arrival time and departure time is gone, and we are remaining with arrival minute, arrival hour, departure minute, journey date, journey day. Let us now go ahead. Now we have to extract the information from duration. Since we are first dealing with the time formats, we are given with duration. Now to extract the duration, we will use str.extract function. Let us see how we can do it. Basically I will be taking here hours and minutes. I will be extracting those two things from here. Now df of hours, this will be df of what we are creating. We are creating a new column, df of hours. Now from where we are doing it? We are using this, so data frame of duration. Okay, now how we are utilizing? First, okay, it is an str, we have to extract. Here we have to give the format r-/d plus and h dot as type float. We have to convert it into numerical form. Here we have extracted the hours. Now similarly I want to extract the minutes. Again it will be same, just slightly. Here instead of h it will be m. Why? Because here see, h is there, m is there in the duration. Here let us execute it. Okay, our code has been executed without any error. Let us check it again. whether our objective was achieved or not. We look here, we have our hours and minutes. We got it. Okay. That's a good news. That is a very great news. Now here what we are going to do, we will convert this hours into a single parameter. We are having these two columns, right? Hours and minutes. We will convert it to minutes only. So basically in hours we will multiply it by 60. So it will become minutes, and this we will be adding, we can add these two columns. Let us have a look at it. df of duration in minutes. This will be df of hours into 60 plus df of minutes. Sorry, I seem to have made a mistake. Plus df of minutes, right. Let us execute it. Let's check our code. Let us check our data frame basically. Okay, duration in minutes. I got the duration in minutes. See, here hours is 2 hours. 2 hours means 120 minutes, and 120 plus 50, 170 minutes. So this is better. This is easier. Now we will be dropping these three columns: duration, hours and minutes. So we will use df.drop. Now what we have to drop means data frame, drop in data frame, df.drop. What you want to drop? Pass the list. You want to drop duration, right? Where is the duration? Here we are having duration. What else do we wish to drop? We wish to drop hours. We shall copy it, hours. Next we shall be dropping minutes. We have to specify the axis, and in place, that means the changes has to be permanent. In place equals to true. Let us execute it. Let us again check our data set. df.head. Okay, so we have duration in minutes. Our duration is gone. Now let us look for further. If you look at this additional info, most of the data it seems that no info has been given. We can check it also. So df of additional data, additional info dot value underscore counts. Let us see. So we see that most of the data here, and it is no info is given, 10,000 values, there is no additional info. So it is better, that means that this feature is not giving any too much information. It is better to drop this feature. So we will be dropping this df.drop. Which feature do you wish to drop? Additional info. Whether it is column or row, it is a column, axis 1. Do you want the change to be permanent? Yes. So in place equals to true. So we have dropped additional info. Now let us see. Now you look at this observation here. We are having, see, we are having source, we are having destination, and we are having route. Further, we are having total number of stops. So if you think carefully about this problem, the situation practically, the routes and total number of stops, they are both giving the same data, same information, because in the route, source and destination will be same. It will be same as source and destination. If any stop is there, then the route will change. So if so basically these two are giving same information. So we can drop one of the columns. In this case, I will drop route because this route is difficult to process, difficult to extract data from here. Total number of stops is easier to extract the data. Okay. So since route and total number of stops are giving the same data, we will drop one of them. df dot drop route. Comma x is equal to 1 comma in place equals to true. We are done here. Now let us have a look at our data set again. Okay, we are seeing many numerical values. Few categorical values are remaining. Let us check it here also. And df.info. See, only 4 object types are remaining. Let us deal with them. Rest of them are converted into float or integer. Now these are the categorical values. So we have to handle the categorical values. So next thing is handling the categorical values. Now there are two ways to handle the categorical values. It depends upon the data type. One is whether we are having nominal data or whether we are having ordinal data. Ordinal data is the one where there is some order associated. Basically, when we are giving them values, it will get a ranking in this case. So if our data is getting affected with the ranking, then it is called ordinal data. In our case, the example is number of stops. Say if one stop I am labeling as 1 and 2 stop I am labeling as 2, that means that it is increasing, the number is increasing. 2 stops means it has more value, right? But in case if we consider the example of airline, both means whether it is Indigo, whether it is Air India, in the model prediction these both are equal only. It is not like Air India has more weightage than the Indigo. So the nominal data here, in our case here example was number of stop, and in case of nominal data our example is airline. In our case in our example we have airline, source and destination. So to deal with the ordinal data we use label encoder. To deal with the nominal data we will use dummies. Let us see how it is done. Let us begin with number of stops. We will import the label encoder from sklearn.preprocessing import label encoder. LE is equals to label encoder. Make an object and then fit it. Make a new column, df of total number of stops. Let us see total stops. This is equals to LE dot fit underscore transform. What we have to fit? We have to fit the number of stops, total stops. Let us execute it. Sorry, LE. Let us check our data set now. So we see that we have total stops, a new column with this information. We will drop the total stops, this one. Let's see, there has been a small mistake from my side. Actually, it was supposed to replace that column only, but since my spelling was a little bit different, a small typo error, that is why a new column has been made. So let us see what happens if I do it on the same thing. See, now here only the change has been done. Since already it is here, actually it will not be there since already the change has been done. What I will do, I will run this whole code again. Just let us wait for a minute for the code to be executed. Okay, so now we see this extra column was not formed. We were only having this total number of stops, total stops. On this column only the change was done. Okay, let us move ahead. Now the second one is dealing with the categorical values, that is airline, source and destination. Here we will use dummies. pd.getDummies. So df equals to pd dot get underscore dummies. Which data frame? df. Which columns? Columns will be, let us pass the list, airline, comma, source, comma, destination. Here we will put drop underscore first equals to true. Now let us check whether our data frame is okay or has some loss happened. We see that our other data are fine: journey day, journey date, departure hour, departure minute, arrival minute and duration in minutes. All our previous data is also safe, and now we are having the dummies, means new variables, new columns have been created for each and every different values. Now here is one problem that we are facing, that it is showing us true and false value. I want it as 0 and 1. Basically, if we check the info, df.info, see, these are the boolean values. I want it into integer values. So how do I convert it into integer values? Let us have a look at it. First, we will extract all the boolean columns from this data set. all these columns. How we will do that? Let us see. Boolean underscore columns is equal to df dot select, select from df underscore d types, include boolean from where dot columns. Let us check it. So see, we got all the ones that where we are having the boolean data. Now we will change it to integer as type. So for column in boolean underscore columns, df of col equals to df of col dot as type int. We have executed this for loop to convert it into integer. Now let us check the info. So df dot info, all the values have changed here into integer type. I hope that up till now you have enjoyed this. Let us now proceed further.